Alright, good evening. Wonderful little Monday. Bit cloudy. So, I have decided I am going back to choosing specifically what I'm going with. Now, for now, I have beaten. I have it beaten, right, here it is. I have it beaten with Wildenton and the Hellhorn. I have it beaten with Solveig and the Hellhorn. Solgard, not Solveig. I don't know why I always say Solveig. And then everybody else is still missing. So, the plan is basically I'm gonna choose specifically some combinations that I think might work. I'm gonna start with her because I want her out of the way. Now, what does she do? She heals a lot. And with that heal, she can either buff herself or buff others. She is generally not that great against groups, but she scales, I think, rather well again with something that has multi-strike. Now, there is already something that has multi-strike in this group. I think the best multi-strike there is, namely the Animals of Will. So the question is rather, what can I buff them with? And I think the best buff is the Wurmkin's Echo Infusion and Echo Extraction. At least that's the best buff that I currently remember. The Umbra have the Morses, but that's not really possible because she is rather large and the Animals of Will take up the remaining space. The Melting, kind of all buffs are related to Burnout, which also not that great. And I don't think they have anything to buff health. Now I don't need a heal because she already has a good amount of heals. The Stygian, more offensively minded. The Hellhorn, mostly about direct damage. And armor. Echo Infusion, perfect. Preserved Thorns. So what I'd like to see is I wanted the Cultivate option, but I think the spikes are fine. That should at least deal with most of the early game group enemies rather easily. Enemies appear on each floor. That, for example, is not gonna be an issue. I just played a Sentient up here. Immediately heal her. Have a train stood behind. And she will just kill everything with the spikes. A good infusion for a little bit more health. And then I think this thing's down here. Now the problem is these bigger enemies. And for that, I would love to have the Cultivate. Did I not reap you? Apparently not. Oh well. Because the Cultivate, to explain, she has an option of getting Cultivate on Revenge, which would buff something that attacks often really well. Or I think it most likely would be an Animus of Will. However, I also kinda hope it's gonna be a Dante. One other option that was available for that is the Stygian unit of the, what was it called? The one that it is in, right, and neither of those, but the Slay plus 3 could work well again on something on multi-strike. That one Hydra that gets additional, I think I'm just gonna buff the basic restores. The Hydra that gets additional damage, additional multi-strike whenever you cast a spell. And she removes all buffs, however the stat bonuses given from Cultivate aren't a buff. So that would scale probably really well. Now, they have armor 10, which means that the spikes will not kill anything. That is of course a little bit annoying, but now we have a Shattered Shell to support. Yeah, just hit you. She doesn't really have a rejuvenate trigger. So this is gonna work basically, they attack her, the spikes kill all of the shields, and then he can hit. If I ever can give this man quick, that would also scale rather well. Okay. This is already working rather good. Working rather well. Micro Infusion. Oh, I have 2 of those. That's neat. Oh, Restoration Detonation there. Reap the Cleric. And yeah. This guy now already has 33 damage, which is not bad. He also gets most of the kills in this case. Unfortunately, he will not do that for a long while. Or rather, he won't do that after a while. I have this one already. I don't think the armor is worth it, I'd rather take the money. Animals of Speed. I don't think is that worth it. Right, let's see what the worm can offer. Extract, restore health, revenge apply reap to the attacking unit. Is a big boy. Unfortunately, I don't really have any heal synergies yet. The Awoken have some of those. This guy can be a good finish unit. But you kinda wanna make sure that you have the relevant amount of crystals. I don't even know what they're called. Echoes, I believe. A fissure, copy card 5 times. Do I want to copy anything 5 times? I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. I don't even think I want to copy anything once. Right, nothing now. Now the problem is I don't want to rely on this dude, on the big one, the one that gets bigger, as my main unit, for a specific, simple reason. I need crystals first. So... Yep, these crystals to be precise. Which is why I want to have about 4 of the crystals ready here first. Yeah, you all died to the spikes, so you don't do anything, which is the problem. Now I can 1 and 2. Can't really use the spikes, unfortunately. Yeah, because she gets most of the kills with the spikes. Okay, we have 4 spike. We have 4 echoes here. Because she gets most of the kills with the spikes, he doesn't get any kills and therefore can't stack his passive ability. Fracture, fracture, fracture. And now we have the big boy, who already wins. Double buffs and armor on a unit? No. Infused applied plus 10 and spikes 3. Could be great. I'm gonna make it cheaper. Animals of Will, there she is. And +1 capacity on each floor, draw +1 each turn, or +1 ember. I'm gonna take the ember. I do have some thorn, so I don't necessarily need to put stuff into drawing, but I currently don't have enough ember to play everything. Here, cultivate. Unfortunately, only cultivate 1. Enemy units get -1. This is the one that tampers, so he saps. Which could be a problem. No. I would like to make it cheaper, I would also like to have it on holdover. So if it still costs 2, I think I'm fine. But first I want to make sure it has holdover. So we can play the Sentient up here, Steel Enhancer, heal. And we can just hit you with a reap. Again, I don't want to play this dude immediately. Unfortunately, I think you survived that. And now we can start cultivating. To which she actually... Oh right, she already has 18 damage. So have a heal. I confuse you once in case somebody with sweep comes along. Toss the Shattered Shell in. And then I want to... Yeah, you all die. I'm gonna fracture the big man. And now I just need to make sure that I have enough heals for her. Which also means I have to make sure that I can cast enough heals. Hit the big boy. He has spikes, so he would have hurt the animus here. Oh shit, I just realized you actually still fit on that floor, huh? So we can just do that. And he also shouldn't steal the cultivate triggers. Okay, wonderful little kill. Unleash the Wildwood is an amazing card, I feel. Deal 5 damage to enemy units per. Nope. Gain 1 and 1. Not really what I'm actually, that would make my boy bigger. So maybe. I don't think there's a limit to how big the man can get. Add 2 to each floor. Stings plus plus 20 magic power. I think I'll take the stings. Now multi-strike on you. Another multi-strike? No. A bigger, which I think I'm gonna give you health. Because of the aforementioned thorns and sweeps. Now we toss the Shattered Shower into the Animus of Will. So she kills, so on Slay she gets even more damage. And then we make you cheaper. Now, I would want holdover on it. Whether I get that, I don't know. I hate this boss. Absolutely despise this boss. Fucking Stealth 8. The heal all health, I think that's fine. Because we're not really gonna deal damage until the top floor. So, yeah, I think that's completely fine. Play you later. Shattered Animus of Will, a Confusion, a Restore, and give the big man a little bit of reap. Unfortunately, the Money Goblin can leave, but nothing really I can do about that. Kill the big man here. Alright, these ones are, those are the big stings. Unfortunately, we don't kill the last one. 25 damage instead of the normal 30. Doesn't really matter too much. Kill one. 1, 2, 3. He restores the health, but the main issue was getting rid of the... I can hit you with this. Unfortunately, I don't have any other infused spells, so play you now. Echo Infusion on you. Wildwood. And... this is only non-boss enemy units, so the boss will stay damaged. Unfortunately, she still has way too much stealth. And will just go through my champion, unfortunately. So I don't know if we beat that. Holy shit, we do. Did not expect that. Huh. Stun Echo. What is Stun Echo? One additional card in each craft card will be infused. Sure. Archprior. Healing spells cost less. Thing is, that could be good, but he steals the... he unfortunately steals the cultivate triggers, which I kinda don't want. Bramble Lash would deal at least 100 damage, which I think is actually worth it. And this is a no. Right, to the left, toss the train stewards. I think the units I have are fully evolved, so no reason to go for a Merchant of Steel. Merchant of Magic. Give me holdover. Unfortunately not. In which case, give me the Bramble-Lash. I think actually I may want to put this on... No. I want the holdover on 2 spells now, which is annoying. For me is... oh, Mana Fraction, Major Refraction. I can't really make anything bigger because I don't have the space. So, just for the jokes of it, I'm gonna put the Minor Refract... oh, you're not eligible? Oh, unfortunate. Now the Archprior would actually also fit on the flank, which he didn't prior. Arcus, which do you have? Blinding and Shattering. Blinding, I think, is Incarnate? Incant? No, Rally and Hellborn Harvest. Okay, both of those not relevant. The only one that was a problem was the only one that would have been a problem was because my units aren't gonna die. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, it's worth it. Unfortunately, he has stealth. I only have like 3 units, so the rally trigger isn't really a problem. Oh, they don't attack at all. Right. 1, 2, 3. This one. 1, 2. They all die. Now, unfortunately, whenever there are multiple big boys, that could be a problem. Granted, this time it isn't, but it could have been. Hate the stupid scourges. Right. Unleash the world if necessary. 16 health. He gets dazed, so it's fine. Final wave. We can reap you, play the big boy, and then give him more health. Preserve Thorns. This one doesn't really matter anymore. That is not great. Now it is great. Unfortunately, she still dies. Yeah, the spikes are better against Fel. I think this Seraph still hits 3 times. Oh, this could be neat on Permafrost. And I think I take more Ember. Now I would love more Sting spells. I can't afford the Merchant of Trinkets. So I'm actually gonna duplicate my Preserved Thorns. Heal. I don't think I want that money. Cultivate 2. I think the spikes aren't that relevant, honestly. The spikes are neat, but they aren't that relevant. The good thing about this is, again, they all just die to the spikes. And they don't even hurt that much. Okay, unfortunately we drew her instead of the channel song. And I think I can just reap one of you. Okay, I think we channel song. And we can add you. Do I reap or do I heal? What are my next draws? How many heals are there? Unleash the Wildwood is still there, another Restoration Detonation. A Restore, and then a Confusion. I think that's fine. So I'm gonna reap, then I'm gonna play the Kinhost Carapace, who is now a 100/100. Okay, Echo Infusion, Steel Enhancer, definitely play the Preserved Thorns, Detonate, Sting, 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 and the Fracture. I want to make sure that I always have the absolute most possible amount of crystals, so I can absolutely play the Echo Infusion and the Echo Transfer. Preserved Thorns, kill 1, hit you for 100, 30 actually. Alright, you're quick. Oh, I completely forgot that. So you just hit people to death before we can use the Cultivate trigger. Which could actually be a problem. It's definitely not ideal. Okay, I mean, she gets hit most of the time, so I guess it's fine. But yeah, it's not as ideal as it could be. Which once again makes me think I would like to only play him at the end of combat. So we get at least some hits in. I don't think I want to hit him all that much more, because he gets stronger whenever you hit him. But in this case we hit him enough and fast enough that it doesn't matter. Infused. Alright, the Awake could be neat, but I think I'm on... Do I want more Preserved Thorns? No, I actually don't think I do. Well, they are good damage, so... Total Recall... No. Merchant of Steel isn't really necessary. Merchant of Magic could be good. Toss. I think what I want to toss is a heal, one of the weaker ones, a singular Restorm, I mean, and one Reap. Then, Merchant of Magic, Permafrost on the Channel Song. So I make sure I always have the big boy at the ready. Make this one cheaper. Holdover. No holdover. No holdover this entire fucking run. Unfortunately. This is remove consuming cost +1. Which isn't that great. Not with what I have. Though, to be fair, it could be good on the Wildwood Sap. Region 5 is nothing to sneeze at. Now, before I increase the magic power, let's see the Merchant of Trinkets. Space can extract. Nope, that's irrelevant. Friendly units get +5, and the Pyre start with armor. Also not that relevant. Oh, magic power for cards with consume. Merchant costs are reduced by 25. You know what? Just because. I don't want dazed, and I don't really need melee weakness. +20 +10 magic power on a heal. Now, how many cards with consume do I have? 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's +5 magic power. +5 magic power on basically all of my spells. Which means I'm gonna get rid of a fracture to thin it a little bit. I don't think I need anything from here. Yep. Which means I'm not gonna face... Yeah, it means I'm not gonna face the Divinity. Because I don't necessarily want. So yeah, you give Sap. And you have multi-strike 3. And damage shield. Sentient. Animus of Will. And we can already start with a Wildwood Sap. And just heal for healing's sake. Now again, in this case, I'm gonna wait with you just the fucking Sap. So I want them to hit me for the revenge triggers. This guy is a problem. He is still a problem. He is no longer a problem. As many revenge triggers as I can possibly have. I need to wait with this. Unfortunately, she has so much sap on her that it... Yeah, minus 18. And she only has 17 base. Okay, now she has a little bit more. I confuse, hit you with another Reap, heal, and Unearthed Remains. And we have arrived at a level where she deals enough damage to ignore the sap, and hopefully that only gets better. Alright, detonate. Bramble-Lash. Unleash the Wildwood for a heal. More spikes. Should have maybe done that before the lash. They all die. Unfortunately, no more Reap for Seraph. 2 waves remaining. Echo Infusion, a Fracture. Those are a lot of enemies. You only take 1 damage? Oh, wait, why? Right, you die and therefore you get plus 15 armor. Because he dies first. 111, I think the pyre should survive that. He doesn't do anything to the pyre. Wonderful. And final wave. So what's up? Infusion. Unleash the Wildwood. I think in this case I'm gonna summon the boy. I have 2 more spells I can cast. Thankfully I have 2 infused things. And he is once again a 94 times 200. Which is actually weak enough that we still get revenge triggers in. Stack the region. And he dies. Wonderful. I did not actually expect, because I do not like the Sentient. I feel like she's probably the most boring of the champions on account of basically just standing there. I get that she's supposed to exemplify the Awoken in the case that she's very tanky and she scales really well with healing. But I think she's boring. I'd rather have my champion hit people for 1000 damage. How? That went well. That went a lot better than expected. I'm gonna be fully honest, I thought that the Awoken, that the Sentient, would probably be the last one I ever win one with. And I just realized there is a difference if you beat the Divinity. So I'm gonna have to do that one again at some point. Covenant enabled to master cards in your deck and fucking special card frames for them. Which I think this is for the champions? Right, anyway, Divine Card Mastery. Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm gonna need to do that one again at some point. Well, not today. What I'm gonna do now is Solgard with the Awoken, with a normal Awoken. Because I think that the heals scale very well with specifically his Frostbite. His Frostbite stance, which, there it is. Now he is not the tankiest fella, but he can be. Especially the Frostbite does stack up rather well. They start with spikes. Solgard doesn't hit people, so that is completely irrelevant. Unfortunately, he will die down here. I think I need to move him at least 1 up. Oh wait, he actually does hit people because of the... Restore. Prince do it to kill the money boy. And I can foregone power one of the men on the bottom floor. This guy preferably would die before he gets to us, but, well, can't play the Titan's Tooth. So I'm gonna have to play a tank for Solgard, which isn't enough. Right, they deal 9 damage and then he hits them because of the spikes. It's not great. It is not great at all. Because I think that my immediate... Well, it's not a loss because we drew the Titans too. But it could have been very easily a loss. Frostbite doing work. Now, that tells me that I do not want to sharpen. Not at all. What I want is the relic that gives me additional... That's bad. I don't really need you. I don't really want you. Spell weakness to all enemy units. Also, not really. I guess I'll take you for a secondary tank unit. Right, I do not want Sogod to ever attack. Well, in this case it was only because they had spikes, so... If we remove that issue, then it's not really an issue. Right, Sogod up here. And then I think I'll just kill you. Actually, I'm gonna play the God of the Unnamed behind you and then just kill 2 of you, because that is in fact enough. And then I kill everybody down here because I forgot it has offering. Now, again, I will desire to just make an absurdly big incant floor. And I think I actually might want to keep the Sharpen in this case because... Well, he does have spikes. I forgot. He nearly dies, but not quite. Now, one good thing about Sogod hitting people, if he hits people, that too triggers revenge. Because he takes damage. I still would prefer if he didn't hit people, though. I should toss the train instead. Another offering token. And the Titans too, exactly what I was looking for. And he will just die to the Frostbite. I would love to have some relics that stack with Frostbite. I will take the Crypt Builder because I have the offerings. I will take, I think, another Sting for more draw. And the Divine Artifact. 6 magic power. Now Sogod himself has the Foregone Power, which doesn't actually scale with magic power, unfortunately. The Frostbite I'll take. I think I'll make the Helica Chrysalis cheaper. I have 500 money already, which is kinda great. I will make a Sharpen cheaper. And I think plus 10 magic spell power on the Helica Chrysalis. Draw until you have 10. Call with Consumer's Plate, restore 5 pyre health. I think I'll draw until I have 10. What do you get? Rare Hellhound Draft Pick, Melting or Umbra. Melting and Umbra, I feel like too many things they have actually could be a Legion of Wax. It isn't a Legion of Wax, unfortunately. I'll take the Devourer of Death. Because the Devourer of Death has the very funny ability to just one-shot bosses if he lives long enough. Explosives explode twice. That is bad, because that can and will kill Solgard. Unless I can destroy them first. Which in this case I don't think I can. Because, yeah, they deal 20 damage. So in this case, I think I'll set up on the second floor with Sorgot and Cold Celia. And then have a God of the Unnamed on the top floor. Toss the Crypt Builder to absolutely demolish something. And now Sorgot doesn't have any... Well, Sorgot dies. Devourer of Death. I think I'd rather have Talos on the first go around. He will not immediately die. Toss the Titan's Tooth. Sting and Foregone Power. So now my hope is to just kill Daedalus. He will kill most things simply on account of having thorns now. And then Daedalus will have to hope dies to Frostbite at some point. Sting, yeah, toss out those two. And I think I used the Frostbite on here to start on his armor. Rather toss the Titan's Tooth. I can heal you twice and then hit him. Perfect. The magic power definitely helps for the... I think I toss a Foregone Power. The... Yep. In this case he dies solely because this dude dies at the end. Okay, now he dies to Thorns and Frostbite. But he would have died to the souls and the harvester. Plus 10 and spikes 3. I think I'll do that. Another Guard of the Innate and can't gain multi-strike 1, remove all status effects. If I had... Unfortunately he doesn't have sweep. I'm gonna take it, the Eel Gorgon it was. I will take the Ember. Actually, I think I may want the draw. No, I'm gonna take the Ember and then I'm gonna take the draw second if I don't get enough Sting. I need something that scales. Scales very well. Unfortunately, neither of these is it. There was send a decent, I don't have any. By days, 2 enemies. Doesn't really matter because they are also rooted. Plus 1 Ember and multi-strike 1. Which honestly I think could be good on the Cold Celia because I don't think if I just check the map, I don't think we'll have... Yeah, we don't have another unit draft. So make the Cold Celia better. Focus entirely on Frostbite. This is the dude that removes spells, so he does not remove Frostbite from his units. 50 health. From 15 to 50 is a massive increase. That's what, more than 150% increase? It is a lot. Anyway, units on every floor. And then we can have Zolgat the Martyr down here with a Cold Celia and a Sharpen. Sting. I think I'll play you up here and then we hope we toss a good card. Perfect. Have a heal. Have a train steward. Offering token away the dead weight. Heal. Foregone Power. I'd rather have him be really good. Now, however, I would love to have some some thorns on this man. Unfortunately, he'll still die. Sting, offering token, Devourer of Death. They died. Yeah, they all died to Frostbite, so we just heal so good. I would love to have the spell. I need to make this cheaper. I would love to have the relic that gives magic power whenever you get bigger. I can actually play all of this. Unfortunately, he doesn't quite die. I think he has enough Frostbite that he doesn't make it to the top, though. Yep. He just dies to Frostbite now. Apply 1 dazed wound, do 1 damage to random enemy 5 times. You know, on the assumption that I hopefully still get that relic, I'm gonna take that. Restore turn health unit descended. No. Draw +1 each turn. I'll take that. Do I want to upgrade units? Yes. Yes, I do. Multi-strike. Or make the Cold Celia bigger. Cold Celia is 2, you're 2. So you would be a 3. I don't really have anything else on that floor. So I think, yeah, I'm gonna make the Cold Celia bigger. Upgrade and can't gain armor 2 on the Guard of the Unnamed. Reroll even more, gain armor 2. Plus 25 on the Wildwood Custodian, just so he doesn't die to the Passing Sweeper. I don't think I need to copy any, to toss anything. Drop on 1 each turn. Yeah, no, those two fit on a floor with the Guard. Upgrade a unit with Endless, not really necessary. I'm gonna use the money to toss the Train Steward. And the Train Steward. And the Train Steward. And maybe a Train Steward. I still want to toss the Foregone Powers, mostly. So it's not really an issue. Get multi-strike. You deal 6, you deal 10. I don't think I take this. You know what? Risky. Let's go for it. This always kills me. Maybe it doesn't this time. So I got the Martyr. Cycle of Life. Now they don't have multi-strike anymore. Foregone Power. Can't really play anything else, unfortunately. Because that shit's expensive. And now he dies as expected. Yeah, these dudes are just killer. In that case, toss a Foregone Power. Sting, you die to Frostbite. Frostbite there. I need my bigger boys. Cold Celia here will immediately die. And up there she will block me from playing. She will block me from playing the bigger man, this guy. Unfortunately, I have to hit the smaller boy. And I don't think I can get enough spikes on him for it to matter. Also, the Harvest Man, not a great. Now that I think about it. $374. That's a loss. Yeah, the spikes weren't the greatest idea. at the start, and the multi-strike once again killed me. As it always does. But I'm gonna try that combination again. I think actually Solgar could probably be one of the better options, unless for some very specific... fuck, this is not a Frostbite, man. What are your upgrades? You hit hard, but only once. Yeah, 210, 210, but you only hit once. You don't do anything for the first 15 spells. We don't have the Frostbite one. Who actually, if you look at this, 15 to 50. That's 35 health more than 1.5 times. And then only 270. Okay, but you apply Frostbite 2 per shot. 7 per shot to the front enemy unit, but not very tanky. I think I'm gonna take the shard channel though, the diet channel, and try to get another unit with, well, I'm gonna be fully honest, a God of the Unnamed. The guy with Incant Armor 3. That one's gonna be on the front. This will kill Solgard immediately. Because they have a big man. They have a big little Principal Disciple Foot Soldier. So you need to tank. He will hurt my pyre. He heavily hurt my pyre. Flash freeze on you, flash freeze on you. My pyre is nearly dead. I think that's probably already a loss. Set up a tank, even if it's not a great tank. He may help a little bit. Right, that nice expert. He dies. Lovely. So the action, by the way, is basically just he attacks once. That's all it is. He attacks one time. The damage is variable, but it is simply just he attacks once. The good thing about that attack once is that he spikes 10 plus 15 plus 15 and spikes 10. That would be too big. I already need one extra space. But on the other hand, it's a Thorn Hollow. I'm gonna take him. Incant Armor 2. Incant Armor 2. And then I think I just make big floors. I think I take the capacity. So I can fit a Thorned Hollow, the Siren of the Sea, and Solgard. They have +4 damage. For now, it's gonna be... So you gain 2 damage, you gain 3 damage per spell. So you unfortunately will die. Well, should have played him first. Should have played the heal first to this. Thorn Hollow! Heal him. So the small enemies will die to thorns, hopefully. And then the bigger enemies can be killed by Solgard's shard ability. If we even get to that. Frostbite him. He has 1 health remaining. Yeah, 33 damage from the not from the spikes, from Solgard, I believe. Isn't bad. I would like to have holdover on... Yeah, Divine Relic. I'll take that. Damage shield 4 and multi-strike 2. Remove of the playing spell leaves 4 damage to a random enemy on this floor. Yeah, sure. Take the stewards. I have a few of them and that makes them really strong. God of the Unnamed, God of the Unnamed. I don't actually want the Lodestone Totem because I want my units to actually I want them to actually attack my units. Toss the God of the Unnamed into the Thorned Hollow, so he gains 7 armor whenever we cast a spell. Considering that most of the spells we cast will be heals on the Thorned Hollow, he will be... Ooh. Dante is neat. Dante is also too big, or you know what I mean. The candles are the problem. Hopefully I get the Blights and Scourges cost nothing. You explode twice, which you survive, so it's fine. Play the Siren. The Siren does have multi-strike, but not good enough yet. Again, I need the bigger floors, is the issue. I completely forgot my train stewards are big. Candle, candle, train steward. Now, Wildwood Tome would actually also not be bad. Yeah, okay, you die to spikes, you die to spikes, you die yourself, and then you deal 30 damage to the man. Train steward, train steward. Have a heal, and then... Yeah, if we're gonna power up here for more shots. If he ever actually gets up here. He does because we didn't toss the Crypt Builder. But yeah, the train steward's already dealing good amount of damage. And then I think I can just Flash Freeze. Restore. He gets up here, he would die to Frostbite, so let's just blow him up. Adaptive Mutation, no. Transfer all Frostbite on this floor to unit and double the amount of Frostbite, or ascend enemy units for the floor and apply days 3. I hate that this doesn't have Permafrost as a default feature. Bigger floor. Then I think I want to toss more than I want another unit. Because I already know the third unit will be Dante with the Siren of the Sea inside of him. So we will toss a train steward and a train steward. We take the money. When they enter the floor below the power room. I think I'll take that. Right. You will not be in front, not anymore, so just be as much damage as you can be. They restore on health when they move up a floor. Not really an issue because, again, I only have one floor. I wish I could make my Thorned Hollow smaller, but not really in the cards right now. And we start channeling. And then we don't do anything on this turn because we drew 2 blades. Okay, you have 4. Oh, you don't attack, so you only take the spikes. Okay. Head up. Restore. Spell weakness. Absolutely hate that. Names of the utmost importance. No. I don't know. Probably not really. Blow him up. He now dies. Unfortunately, most of them don't. That is really annoying. Thankfully, we have an offering token and can toss one. You die, so I think it is fine if I just toss everything. That is by far not enough damage. And since he has double strike, he will also one-shot my pyre. And there I hate Dante once again. Right, I wanna do a Flicker run. Flicker wants many a unit he can harvest or reform. Now, reform units would rather have big, strong units because they cost nothing. So I think the Hellhorned, but not the Imps. Subsuming Blade, very nice. Purifying Cleanse, also very nice. And then the other was the Hornbreak, wasn't it? Yeah. Which means I have a lot of offensive options. When a friendly unit dies, apply +10 to the unit. So we're going down a reform route. So whenever a unit dies and is reformed, it gets +15 damage. This could also be fun with a Legion of Wax, because I am pretty sure that the Legion dies, applies its +10 damage, and only then the smaller units, the motes, or the twins and then the motes, are created. Which in turn, of course, then I definitely want to play the Subsuming Blade. Unfortunately, I only have 2. Right, you die, that's fine. Play the Dreg in front. Play another Dreg. And then play the Train Steed down here to deal 25 damage. Which, honestly, isn't bad. $87 damage. Could have used that. Could have used those. Definitely want to Subsuming Blade you back there. And then Burnout 3, Burnout 1, but I can play you. And then Purifying Cleanse, so he wouldn't burn out anyway. Wicklash, reform a unit. Absolutely, that's a no. And have stuff with Harvest, I guess. Because originally, yeah, you want big units for the reform, but with that, every unit is a big unit. Apply Burnout 1 to friendly Burnout units. Burnout 3. I think I'd rather take the Lady of the House. With Quick, that's a no. +5, +5 is a Burnout. That's also a no. Relic. Apply Endless with first friendly unit played each turn. Friendly units go +5. Sure, apply Endless. Because I'm pretty sure if this thing still triggers. Almost enemy units get +4. And the first unit I play is Flicker anyway. Now I don't actually have space down here to play the Baron. So we play him on the floor above with 2 Dregs and the molded, I guess. Ah shit, they have haste. Didn't realize that. Kill the haster. I would like to have a dreg. Subsuming blade on you. And another dreg. Flicker up here. And the torch. I can't really, unfortunately, play the Wickless Tycoon here. Well, no, it's necessary. I would have just liked the Harvest Trigger. I think I want the Entombed Explosive. Because it will have Endless most of the time. Thankfully, also, most of the units are really, really cheap. Most of the melting units are really cheap. Branded Warrior. I guess. Multi-strike on, I think, the Paraffin Thug? Yeah. And +5 +10 on the same. What I'm then gonna do, put the rage in the Money Man. I have a lot of units, I'm definitely gonna have to take the capacity, so that's why the units being cheap really good for me. Shivering oh, good old Wingmaker, which means I get the blacksmith. If I kill enough units for this. This is only, no, this is the third battle. They get Rage and she gets Armor and Slay. Which isn't great because I want my units to die. You would die to him, you would survive. I think that's fine because you'll have Endless. Yeah, you would die and then you kill both of them. Which gives me a lot of money. Subsuming Blade. Lady of the House doesn't unfortunately not fit. I'm gonna play her, yeah. Play another drug. She has Sweep, so I'm gonna cleanse you. Train stood on top floor. Good old Wingmaker. Flicker. I don't want to play the Entombed Explosive. Well, I can just reform it, I guess. Alright, I forgot we get a lot of space here because of the Entombed not Entombed Explosives, because of the good old Wingmaker. And final combat. Get you back. Unfortunately, you will burn out. Just have a massive floor where everything dies to itself. One Harm's Tome, Fragile and Multi-Strike 1. Remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit, double the amount. I don't think, well, the burnout and debuff effects kinda neat. Harvest +3 and +3. I still hope I get a Legion of Wax. Let's hope. Unfortunately not. I think I'll take you. I want the biggest of floors. Put the Harvester into the other harvester. I'd rather keep the Baron because the Tycoon gives the +5, he gets to the other one, but the Baron only gives plus, I believe, +2/+2. Make the Subsuming Blade cheaper. Make the Molded cheaper and look for a holdover on that. Dark Forge. Resolve two random units and apply an additional +10. So we're just gonna play with dying, with a lot of dying. Okay, have a Flicker, have a Tycoon. Spell Shield does block all of my damage. Have a Entombed Explosive with Endless. Have a Lady of the Hosts. Paraffin Thug unfortunately does not fit anymore, so he can kill these guys. Oh, not quite kill, but mostly. I kinda need the good old Wingmaker to make this floor bigger. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll get him in time. Drag. And then play the train stoots up here. Kill definitely one of you. I still didn't get a good old Wingmaker, which means it's on the very bottom of my deck. It is just actually at the very bottom of my deck. No burnout for you. Unfortunately, we will still die. I think I'll just play the bomb up here. Good old Wingmaker, 6 damage. Not worth it. Play Flicker up here. Drag. And Subsuming Blade once. 400 damage. Can we deal? 400 damage. Not even fucking close. Well, it could have worked. It didn't, but it could have. Right. Let's try the Queen, who deals a lot of damage, but not all that often. Unless she has the Welder Helper. And the Blow Up. What could I combine it with? I want a lot of imp, so I want to have a lot of draw. But I think the most important part is what is the second floor. And I think it could be the Stygian. The Stygian with an incant floor. March of Shields and apply Rage 10. Not great. They enter with Frostbite 2. That is kinda neat. And shops are cheaper. Kill all imps. Deal 20 damage per imp to enemy units. Preferably, I get a Welder Helper on Endless. Preferably, I also get a Transcendent on Endless. Because she can then just repeatedly toss them. Right, they all die to Frostbite anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, we don't really have a Welder Helper or a Transcendum. She dies to the trample damage. Very unfortunate. Need a Chrysalis and he's below 100 health, so we definitely at least survive. Yeah, he hits us twice, he deals 12 damage. Well, the helper. Get me that man on hold, on Endless. Offering token, always nice to have. I do have a little bit of money, so I can reroll. Endless, perfect. Don't even need to know what else we have. Ilgogen. I need a tank for it. Preferably a God of the Unnamed, and I need something to give it additional... The Antimus spikes 3, that's fine. The action to remove the imps, fun fact, happens before she attacks. So we just need the Welder Helper, which unfortunately we didn't really draw yet. And we continue not to draw it. Before I do that, yeah, the Lances probably. This is the issue I kind of always have with this specific build attempt. If you don't draw the Welder Helper, you're kind of fucked. You die, so not worth it. This is 50 damage, which is the most I can deal, and this is a loss. So I think the thing I should have done was remove cards. I'm gonna try that one again. Hope I get the Welder Help on Endless. Cripple the Rage Serum and Ritual of Battle. All of these are so expensive that I can never use them. Imps give me energy, kill Olymp units. The other one to make units cost 2 less, also very good for the imps. Because then the imps don't cost anything. Considering that the most expensive imp is the Transcend Imp, who costs 2. I think the queen dies. She's still alive. Rage Serum. Don't really help all much. So the biggest issue I'll have now is running out of imps. I think I'll just... No. The crypt builder here, not a great... Because it would only have dealt one damage. And that is a loss. He has too much health. Oh no, he doesn't. He only dealt 5 damage this combat for some reason. Fledgling Imp. Unfortunately, it is not a Welder Helper. Right, Incant Floor it is for now. Endless. But no Welder Helper. How very sad for me. I don't think I need to toss anything, but I'm gonna remove a Lance. Unit draft. Again, hope for a Welder Helper. If any enemy unit gets to the top, gets to the pyre, I probably die. I don't really care about your thing there. Offering token the Crypt Builder away to insta-kill them. Rage Imp. I think I'd rather focus up here. Because I'm... Okay, she killed the ads. And we can kill him. Until I find a Welder Helper, the Incant Floor is my best chance. And neither of this is a Welder Helper. Titan's Gratitude could be good. And a second God of the Unnamed to toss into the first God of the Unnamed. Divine Artifact. Sure, make this stupid for a battle. Another Siren of the Sea I'll take. And more armor. Actually, you are already full, so that's a no. Quick, no. The only thing I want is multi-strike for my Sirens. Demoneer gets multi-strikes. Well, I don't really have any of those. Abandoned Stave, +1 for every 2 blight cards in your deck. I'll take that. Because it's currently +2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I have 2. And with armor 5, attacks are returned. Pushed attack units are pushed. Attack units are pushed back. Unfortunately, I don't really yet have the space for 2 Sirens, so 1 it is for now. Yeah, I think I'll just focus solely and oh wait, I have the Trance Stewards. I'll still just focus solely on the top floor. On the Incant floor. The Queen will die, I don't really care. Unfortunately, she pushes this guy back, which means that the Siren will take damage. And I think I'd just rather give you Rage. And then we hope that she attacks top floor once again to undo the shit she did here. Nope, she doesn't. Well, I think we just kill the front man. Yeah, and then just again buff up here. I don't know if she'll make it through the 2 Trance Stewards. I don't think so. Nope, she doesn't. Now she doesn't ×2. Armor 25 I'll take, because it consumes anyway. Multi-strike 1. Do I take another Siren of the Sea? Sure. Capacity. Ember I have enough, I think. No Elder Helpers. You have 15-3. Nah, I don't think I take them. Magic power. I hope to cast a lot of spells. Also, the Queen is now basically irrelevant. Toss you into the other God of the Unnamed. And then I hope I can toss the... How many? 1 temple... 2 temples. So I can toss the Siren of the Sea into the other Siren of the Sea. And should I, for some reason, get 1 more Siren of the Sea, I can also toss that into the Siren of the Sea. This is the guy who incants for armor. Which isn't great. Where's my armor man? Yeah, you don't need to attack, you just need to incant. So every incant gives him 10 armor and gives me 4 damage. Which isn't the best trade, but the damage is permanent. And the armor is not. Yeah, that's fine. Question is whether we actually deal enough damage, and currently it is unfortunately not looking like it. That's a no, that's a loss. Well, let's see the pyre explode. What I'm gonna try now, actually, is with the Remnant. With the drugs. I need... The Inferno is exactly what I need. I need something to reform. Remove buffs, always nice to have. Rally. Unfortunately, she still only attacks once. Which means she hits very, very hard once. Now my goal is basically to just rally a lot in front of her. I'm just gonna Inferno the first wave away. And most of them have lost their buffs. Now, since I rally, it doesn't really matter which unit I play, so I can play the Dregs. But I kinda need to make sure I rally enough units. I don't think we'll deal a single point of damage. We indeed do not. Which means I hope I draw the Inferno on the top floor. Now I don't hope we draw the Inferno on the top floor because I just removed the Ember needed to play it. Yep. Okay, that one's on me. I need something to reform and I need to rally. Because with the reform I can just rally over and over again. I just need units that are tanky enough that she doesn't immediately die. Because the rally also only has 10 health. Which also isn't great. We do have the reform. So that's not too bad. Yeah, plus 50 health. Or the jack strips. The jack strips. Like, this is 5 health, this is 5 attack. Unfortunately, rally is not affected. I think I'll just restart that. I think I need the rally for what I'm trying here. Whiplash. Armor and Enrage. Unfortunately, no. Alright, I don't need to play the queen on the bottom floor this time. And I think I can vent you away. Dreg and dreg. Armor and Rage. Play a direct behind and a steward in front. I think this one's actually one we'll probably win. Yep. Like, she can hit very hard. She's just not tanky enough. Burn out one, multi-strike one. And again I need holdover. Or this guy on Endless. I need a reform. Give him quick. Preferably also give him multi-strike. Demon units get multi-strike. I don't think I'll get demon units, so... Because the imps do not count. And the demon units themselves are not dying fast enough that I can easily get them back. So just have generally more damage, I guess. I unfortunately do not yet have a reform or him on handless. So he can only stack one additional damage. Wait, what? Oh, 14, right. The Draff will die. You remove those two idiots immediately. And I think that's already won. Because she hits way too hard. And he has to hit every single imp separately. Unfortunately, I can't really give her a lot of armor. This guy on Endless would also be kinda neat. Unfortunately, still no reform. Saying unfortunately a whole lot. Endless. Endless on the Bounty Stalker. So he unfortunately only hits once, again unfortunately, but he will hit very hard. Now this is just free blight, free ember, because the blights are free. Let's put a unit into another unit, and I think what I'm gonna do is put a draft into the Bounty Stalker, because if he has burnout, it doesn't really matter. It's actually better if he dies immediately. Because that means I can play him more often. Immediately kill 2 people. You apply dazed, so doesn't really matter for him who will die immediately in a single hit. Draff. And a Molten Encasement. If I get the Molten Encasement and on Endless, that would also be great. Because then I can just repeatedly play it. You will die, but that is fine. You need to kill this dude. No haste on this, no haste here. Already 55 times 2. Right, play well the Hunter. Imp, and a Drake. Play the Bounty Stalker immediately again. Fortify you. Vent. And then 38. And play him again. You survive with 15, which means you deal 10 damage to the pyre, which is fine. Yeah, I should have played the Welder Helper on the front. Okay, Remnant Pact I think I'll take. Harvest +3 and +3. What do I have? Unfortunately, I don't think the Harvest will be that great, because I'd have to play you on the floor with the Queen, I think. Actually, you could make a good tank, seeing that. I wanted to go for capacity anyway. To the left. Where do we draw? Because Tycoon. Sure, bring him along. Toss. I think I'd rather toss the Implings. Because I think the Dregs are a better vehicle for causing the rally and the Harvest. Toss the Harvest into the other one. Duplicate not necessary. How much? Rally +15. That's fine. Do I want to copy anything? Yeah, copy this dude. I am at 95, but now I have 2 units that scale permanent damage. And I think I'd rather play it safe for that. I can play them every turn. They do not die because they have stealth. You can kill this boy. And they'll just scale endlessly. Which is exactly what I want. Alright, I said you can be a good tank for her, so I should play you in front. It doesn't even matter if they kill anything, they just need to die. Amazing. Unfortunately, this time he didn't die, so he now has less damage than the other man. But I guess that's fine. Stealth could be neat if I get it on holdover, because again, the Queen hits hard. She just cannot be hit at all. Freniates can rage 3 whenever it loses a stack of burner, conserve and between turns, definitely. Still don't quite get why that is specifically a Hellhorn thing. But I guess I'll take it. I still don't have any way to reform my dregs, which is getting concerning, because I'm kinda reliant on that. I didn't even use all of my energy, huh? Love those two. They actually just obliterate the enemies. Oh, I can actually also just... No, they are too big. Why are you so chunky? Okay, I'm gonna play you here and you here. Also, I have 9x vent, but he has a spell shield, so it doesn't matter. Battering ram, that's a no. Subsuming blade, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to say also a no. It is too late for that. Sure. Magic shop, I think, is more important. Give me holdover. First of all, make this cheaper. Holdover on the smoke. And then make the enrage also cheaper. I didn't even get a remnant pact. Toss 2 train stewards. Heal. Do I... Okay, split cost -2. No, I think that's fine. Remove another train steward, and then remove another train steward. Fell the Wings of Light, who has her... They gain spell shield, they shield past units with armor. Thankfully, I think my 2 bounty stalkers hit so hard that that does not matter at all. Bounty stalker 1. Nucleus Tycoon. Welder Helper. Fortify. Smoke. I kinda want these imps to die. So I can play more Dregs on that floor. Unfortunately, they won't. Then again, having her already deal 60 damage, kinda good enough. Especially with this much smoke on her. Oh, I can just give you burnout. That helps. Oh, fella's already taking damage from the bounty stalkers. That I love. How much damage do you deal to her? A good amount. She would never get through this floor, honestly, but she will never get through this one either. The problem is Seraph has 4,000 health instead of nearly twice as much. I'm pretty sure it's actually more than twice as much. So... whether or not this tactic will also work against him, not sure. Do I go to the magic shop? I wanted holdover on something else, I believe. Actually, no, I didn't. I just want to toss units, so to the right I go. There. Toss implings. And impling. Rage does not decay, power gets plus 40. All of this costs too much to be worth it to reroll, so I know that is. Gift of Gratitude, Heaven's Gold, Petty Theft. Purge gain sure, take that. I hope I actually draw that after I have 50,000 ember from my horn. They get plus 8. Does not matter. Doesn't matter at all. I just need... my bounty stalkers. Because they will one-shot these guys. Well, apparently not quite, but close enough. Self-mutilations, not that bad, but they gunk up my deck. It doesn't even matter that they're quick, does it? Would you kill that? No, you wouldn't, so we continue. This one and this one make you endless. I haven't drawn my smoke yet, and I don't think I'll draw my Gift of Gratitude again, which is sad, because I have 33 Ember. No. And probably also no. I don't think I need either shop. I want to toss some units. I have enough health. I could have copied another Bounty Stalker in. Now I think about it. But I think I want to remove the Impling, and I think I want to remove the Welder Helper. Merchant of Magic. Anything important? Give it Permafrost so I can end this run with the absolute most money I could have. I will go to the Divinity. Endless to the first unit, that doesn't matter. Rage doesn't matter. Champion gets plus 50 health, does also not matter. Anything I still want to remove? The Wicklash. And the other Wicklash. And I think that's probably it. If I'm gonna remove it, does not matter. Can't afford anything else. Don't want that money. So this is the second time today alone that I get to Seraph. I have a Bounty Stalker. I have a Short-tailed Queen. I have 2 Bounty Stalkers. Oh, he's the guy who... This is the one who gives melee weakness. That's unfortunate. It does not matter because I can bend. Right. Bounty Stalker, engulfed in smoke. Bounty Stalker, engulfed in smoke, and a drag. This already gives me 8. Unfortunately, I couldn't make this guy endless. I should have probably put the Permafrost on the stealth boy, on the stealth egg. Ah shit! I'm giving him more damage. I forgot. Final wave already. He takes 600 damage from these 2 alone. However, some damage was still prevented. I do not know if that is enough damage. Do I draw another vent? Probably not. Is it enough damage? It is enough damage. And I can actually summon... I think I summon my weaker Bounty Stalker, so he gets a little bit more damage in for the Divinity. Okay, we play you up here with a dragon front. You have you have sweep up here. Well, that is bad because they have damage shield. Right, play this guy. Playing Gulf and Smoke. The damage shield is annoying, so remove it, please. Bounty Stalker 1 and 2. Engulfed in Smoke, and a Drake. Remove all enemies. Actually, they don't remove that many enemies this time because of the spikes. $209 damage. I think that's fine. We will definitely go ahead and kill the boss man here. She gives spikes again. I hate that. Yeah, they have spike 5. Spike 3 and then you just have bigger spike. Hello Toby, can I play you up here? I can. And play this one here to kill the boss. How are you this day? Bounty Stalker, Bounty Stalker. Last wave. Let's see if I can beat that man. He takes 3000 damage. He's dead. Well, you did that to yourself, quite literally. Also, you came at a bad time, actually at a good time, because this is the third out of 50 combinations I need to win with. Or I want to win with, rather. That is true, it is for long-term health. However, you also came at a bad time, because I was about to stop for today. I would have done another run if this one hadn't won, because then it would have probably ended a long time ago. But since I did, I will stop. And therefore, Toby, even if you... Okay, ask a question. Ask your question then, we can entertain it. What do you mean later? Okay, on Discord then. Anyway, I hope you have a nice week. My language course is back up tomorrow, so no stream there. And yeah, otherwise I hope you have a good night, and goodbye.